Hey all you hippies, welcome to Hippie Chic Designs. Hi, my name is Debbie. I am the founder of Hippie Chic Designs. I started my business around 7 years ago. I would go to festivals and events looking for tie-dye t-shirts to buy, but I could never find any. I started practicing for about a year until I was able to make what I call hippie chic shirts. I too watched a lot of YouTube videos. So I started making videos as to what I thought would help you as it helped me keep the tie-dye from dying out. Okay, so let's get started. Budgeting is very important so that you don't spend a lot of money starting your business or doing it just for fun. Now we're going to talk about supplies. Everything here is what you'll need to get started. You'll need your soda ash. You'll need your paint bucket. Your paint bucket is what you're going to be soaking your shirts in. You'll need your rubber gloves, your Playtex gloves, so that you can take your shirts in and out of the soda ash wash safely. You'll need Ziploc baggies. I reuse these. Never throw them away. After you take your shirt out, rinse your shirt and also rinse your baggies. These are racks that I've gotten from yard sales, thrift stores, old pans. They're great. Don't have to spend a lot of money on your supplies. This also I got from a thrift store. I think I paid 50 cents for it. This is also from my brand new oven. I never use my broiler or roasting rack. I've had this for about 5 years, using it to tie-dye. Very high quality metal. It looks brand new. It doesn't rust. It's great for ice dyeing. If your friends have a new oven, most of the time they don't even use these. Ask them if they have one and if you can have it. Now, one thing you have to be careful of when you're buying your racks, make sure that you do buy stainless steel. I purchased this one. I believe I got it from the dollar store. It's plated. So eventually the dye and the soda ash wore the plate off and it's rusting. So now I can't use this no more because once it starts rusting, it transfers over to your shirt and stains your shirt. Also, milk jugs. Save your milk jugs. What you'll do with your milk jugs, it's great for ice dyeing. You'll cut the bottom strip out, and these will be your forms, and we'll go over this in future videos. This will be your form for your ice dyeing. So save your milk jugs. Also, you'll be using plastic bowls. You can get these from the dollar store. These are great. I use about 6 of them when I dye. Fork. Everybody needs a fork for your spin, your twirl, on your design for your shirt. A washable magic marker. This is very important. This will be what we'll be drawing our designs with on our shirts. You'll also need gloves for dyeing so that the color doesn't get on your hands and stain your hands. These gloves are for your soda ash when you take your shirts out, and these gloves are for your dyeing. You'll need baby spoons. I had a pack of brand new baby spoons in my drawer from when my children were little. I saved them. Well, I'm glad I did because these are great for tie-dye, and some of our other videos you'll see. A glass measuring cup. You'll use this to measure your soda ash into your bucket. You'll want a cup of soda ash in your 5-gallon bucket to soak your shirts. Also, your dye or salt. I buy by bulk from Dharma Trading. I put it in a little Tupperware container. It makes it much easier to use. you'll put your dye salt in your glass jar, cup, and then you'll mix it with your hot water. So your glass measuring cup is for many uses. You'll also need your squeeze bottles. Make sure these are specifically designed for tie-dyeing, because if you buy the cheaper ones that aren't, you can see the seal. When you go to squirt your liquid dye on your shirts, it'll leak. So make sure you get tie-dye bottles. You'll need several of these. A funnel. You'll need a funnel to pour your dye salt solution into your bottle. Maybe to put your powder, your dye powder, into your bottle. So a funnel is great to have. Also, more protective gear. When you're using powdered dye or the soda wash, you want to protect yourself from the fumes or the dust that comes from the powder. So always wear your mask and always wear your safety glasses, because the liquid could splash in your eyes, the soda water ash mixture could splash in your eyes. So always make sure you have your safety gear. Another thing that I use is clamps. All different sizes, different techniques that I do in tie-dye. I actually have some ice dye down here that I'm doing inside, and this is the blocks, different size clamps for different size blocks. I do a lot of plus size shirts. So these are my bigger blocks for my plus size shirts, and what you'll do is you'll put the shirt in between it, and you need your clamps to hold it tight. So this is another reason for your clamps. Also, if you prefer sinew over rubber bands, one of my family members uses sinew for her designs. Now, glue sticks. Glue sticks are a very great tool for creating your designs. And we'll go over that in some of my other videos and certain techniques that I use. We have forceps. Forceps is a great tool for certain other designs that we use. There's the curved ones, and then there's straight ones. My son actually bought these as a gift for me. He bought me a pack of forceps to use. Make sure they are stainless steel so they don't rust. These are awesome. My rubber bands. Rubber bands I reuse. Some of these I've had over 5 years. When they get a few years old, they may break on you. But when you fold your shirt and you tie it up with your rubber bands and you go to rinse your shirt, don't cut the rubber bands. Recycle your rubber bands. Reuse them. I've had these rubber bands for years. Okay. Now also, one thing is when we are doing our winter dyeing, we will have be inside doing it. I actually have one on ice dye right now so that you can see what you'll be using. So I have my baby pool. I also have my rack going across the baby pool. These racks, people give them away when they redo their closet shelving to their custom shelving. That's how I got these. My brother-in-law gave me 3 of these long racks, which is great for tie-dyeing and ice dyeing. You'll also need your heater. Your heater for the winter is great because when you are inside, your dye needs to be at least heated up in a area where it's going to be at least 90 degrees. That will help your dye adhere to and bind to your fiber. Also, paint buckets. In the wintertime, I will put my racks over my paint buckets. That's another great way to tie-dye inside. I also have refrigerator racks that people have given me. When they're getting rid of their old refrigerators, they'll give me the racks out of them because these are white coated, they don't rust. These are also great. So you can see you don't have to spend a lot of money on all your supplies when you're tie-dyeing. So if you have any questions, you need any help, you can always email me at hippiechic@gmail.com.